inspiration to be one of the greatest or the greatest.
Compare Alexander Volkanovski to your favorite UFC champion. Now, you'll probably run into a few problems.
Is Alexander Volkanovski unbeatable?
He's too calculated, he's too smart, he's too good at everything.
And the first problem is, he's probably better.
Everybody's f***ed at 45. It's never gonna happen.
Technically, he's the best.
Alex is a phenomenal fighter.
Alexander Volkanovski is pound for pound the best fighter in the world.
In fact, Alexander Volkanovski is levels above every UFC champion.
Alexander Volkanovski is a lot better than what I thought it was.
Volkanovski is still the best pound for pound fighter on the planet.
I'm always going to improve. I'm always going to get better. You're always going to see a better version of myself every time I step in that octagon.
And if you disagree, give me a few minutes of your time and I will convince you. Because I can't let you make the mistake we've all made in this sport by overlooking greatness when it's right in your face.
Look, man, I ain't got my first time saying Alex was when he went against Max, one of my GOATs, you know what I'm saying, one of my personal favorite GOATs, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know his backstory, where he came up or who he fought before that, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. But look, man, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Let me know in the comments who y'all want me to react to next. Any legends or current UFC fighters, bro. Check the UFC/Pride playlist for more reactions like this, man. So I got a bunch of reactions, man. If you think I didn't react to them, check the playlist first. You know what I'm saying? And then let me know in the comments. You feel?
This is rugby, a pretty violent sport, and this is Alexander Volkanovski.
I know you did rugby before MMA, but how?
That was when I was 214 pounds. I used to be 97 kilograms.
That's a ridiculous amount of weight.
Man, bro, what?
What the fuck was that?
100%, you know, I'm 5'6" on a good day, you know what I mean? I was just a ball.
He was the prop, essentially a battering ram charging directly into the defensive line.
NFL, you got the blockers, right? Like they're big, you know, I was pretty much playing that type of position. Just non-stop, you know, action and just running into brick walls pretty much. So it's pretty physical. Because a lot of people are like, you know, what made you the champ? What made you like who you are today? I'm like, I just point at that pretty much and be like, that's the guy. You know, I'm such a hard worker. And you know, I'm always putting the hours in the gym. You know, I'm so dedicated to this sport. I've always been gritty, hard-working sort of guy. That was a good example of it.
And no martial arts training at all before that?
I wrestled. So I wrestled before I even done rugby league. I wrestled for about probably a year. I sort of gave it up, and I was actually pretty good at it. I won the nationals. Like, you know, obviously wrestling's not as big in Australia as it is over here, but you know, I still won like the Australian Championship twice and stuff like that. But then I just gave it up and started.
Bro, he was 240.
This may seem irrelevant, but being a smaller man in competition with much larger men has been the story of Volkanovski's entire career.
Everyone thinks I'm short, and then I'm punching them in the face, and then next minute their face changes real quick.
Obviously, me being been looking like this since a young age, like obviously you're gonna. I'm not the type to brag that I get into fights and all that sort of stuff. But when I was younger, that would happen, and so I've always been known to fight and been able to fight type of thing. I've always had to sort of defend myself. Never been the one to start it. But yeah, there was times where I had to finish it.
In fact, his first few MMA fights weren't at featherweight. He was a welterweight, fighting bigger, stronger, more experienced men 2 weight classes above his natural state.
Bro, it don't even sound believable that he was 200-some pounds at one point.
Volk was very successful, securing finish after finish, but in his 4th pro fight, he was TKO'd. This early loss prompted Volk to move down to lightweight and eventually featherweight. Finish, but in his
he got head kick
fight,
and started.
He was TKO.
He got hit with an uppercut.
This early loss prompted Volk to move down to lightweight and eventually featherweight. Dominating the Australian circuit and capturing 6 separate titles in 3 weight classes.
Damn.
Just to land those shots correctly. I think he's really doing some damage. Just covering up. This is over.
Including the AFC Featherweight Championship.
Huge trouble for Jamie Malaki early.
Shout out Australia, man. Oh! Dropped him! With an overhand.
One could argue that this is a sloppy and unconventional road to kick off an MMA career. Comparatively, great fighters like John Jones, George St. Pierre, and Anderson Silva all had their weight classes decided on fairly early in their careers.
The top 3!
A clear path to build their legacies. And GSP, Jones, and Khabib sure as hell didn't lose any fights in regional promotions.
Hey man, let me know in the comments what y'all think about that though. Is it like, I don't know, because you can say competition, you can say it was better fighters obviously, but let me know, man. Let me know what y'all think. And who y'all go out of them for? Khabib, GSP, Anderson, John Jones. Give me y'all goats.
But remember, outside of winning 2
Out of them
national
4.
Greco-Roman titles when he was 12, Volkanovski wasn't the lifelong martial artist that Khabib Nurmagomedov or Georges St-Pierre were. He was an athletic standout who thought that his discipline and work ethic would carry him to new heights in a different sport, despite his clear disadvantage in his size.
There's a lot of hype around Volkanovski. It's his UFC debut here. Dude was a rugby player. So, you know, he's tough. 13-1. He's on a 10-fight win streak. He's fought in a couple of different weight classes. 4 of his last 5 wins are via KO. He's a rugged sort of rugby player, badass, brawler type of fighter. -160 favorite for a guy making his UFC debut.
Volkanovski made his UFC debut on November 26, 2016.
2016?
Came out pretty aggressive and was taken down very
The golden
early.
year.
But even in his UFC debut, he showed us something minute that foreshadowed his championship mindset, his ability to make adjustments.
Come here.
Kasuya is a very durable guy, but these are power shots landed here by
He a ground and pound guy.
While that may seem simple, contextualize that under the bright lights in his first fight with the leader in mixed martial arts, Volkanovski was able to recognize that a striking heavy game plan of pressuring Kasuya to the cage wasn't going to work if Kasuya was first to the grappling exchanges.
Kasuya's durability off the top and is being tested here midway through round 2.
So instead, Volkanovski took initiative and dominated Kasuya on the ground to a second-round TKO.
He's stuck. Dang.
A fighter's ability to make adjustments is critical in extinguishing their opponent's momentum and turning the tide in their favor.
Welcome to the big show, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. You've been waiting a long time for this moment. Man, did you deliver? Got to feel pretty good, man.
Well, the original plan was look for the knockout. No, I guess I just clinched in. I felt stronger than him, even though he got on top of me.
One of my favorite examples of mid-fight adjustments was Henry Cejudo's championship fight against Marlon Moraes. Henry got his leg chewed up at range in the first round of their fight, unable to get any timing or rhythm on Marlon. But in between rounds, Henry made the adjustment to exit kicking range in favor of punching range, allowing him to pressure Marlon Moraes to a finish.
That's crazy. Hey, I gotta do a Henry Cejudo video, bro. He one of the ones too. I gotta do a video on Henry. Let me know in the comments y'all want that video on Henry. Let me know, man.
Without this adjustment, Henry Cejudo does not become a double champion in the UFC. But the difference between a debuting Volkanovski and an already accomplished Cejudo is that Volk was making these adjustments on the fly.
As I've said on almost any interview, I wasn't happy just to make the UFC. I want to hit these top ranks.
And if that isn't impressive enough, keep in mind that it's already 2016 and Volkanovski has a lot of catching up to do.
You put your mind to it.
Achieved champ status just 2 weeks prior to Volk's UFC debut. Max Holloway was only 1 month away from kicking off his string of featherweight title victories.
And it's crazy how they about to fight coming up in July, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, Conor video is on the way. I did a match video. Check the playlist, but Conor video on the way, man. Let me know who y'all got in that fight, Conor versus Mendes. Let me know who y'all got, and don't disrespect my GOAT. Both of them are my GOAT, but y'all know who my real GOAT.
Khabib Nurmagomedov was 2 fights away from starting his legendary championship reign, and Georges St-Pierre was less than was 2 fights away from featherweight title victory.
Go back.
A lot of catching up to do. Conor McGregor achieved champ status just 2 weeks prior to Volk's UFC debut.
That's
Max
crazy.
Holloway was only 1 month away from kicking off his string of featherweight title victories. Khabib Nurmagomedov was 2 fights away from starting his legendary championship reign, and Georges St-Pierre was less than a year away from his historic return to become a 2-division champion. How is Volkanovski ever going to catch up?
Let's talk about the matchup with
That is tough.
Not necessarily the best career record, but certainly a veteran, and he's on a nice little run. What do you think about how you guys match up and what he offers?
I like the suit and tie.
I think I match up really well with him. I think I'm going to be too strong and a bit too technical for him. First, I'll take him out, and then we'll see what's next.
Feed me the bad boys and feed me the 50 G's while you're at it.
Over the next 2 years, Volkanovski tore through the featherweight division.
I want to fight regularly. I want to fight, you know, I'm ready to fight. Even with these black eyes, I'll go in there in 2 weeks and get another fight. So I want another couple of fights this year. So if you could get me another one, bring him on.
He basically like ran through the whole division other than bar me.
I just feel like I'm on another level, and I really got something to prove, and I'm looking at the big picture.
He threw them elbows.
Can't argue with a dominant finish. So a dominant
decision. What were the risks coming into this? Obviously, you've had a few opponent changes as well.
I haven't had a good camp in the UFC yet.
I tore an intercostal muscle just Wednesday night.
Prior to your last fight, you actually had 3 opponent changes. That's crazy.
Yeah. Even this fight, I actually tore my LCL 10 weeks ago.
Damn.
Couldn't get out of bed. I was sitting there crying at night by myself.
I've had nothing but terrible camps, and I'm fighting and I'm winning.
Coming in the UFC, I was telling myself I can't lose, so the pressure was still on me. I feel like the pressure was off actually once being in the UFC. Now I'm here, I was like, oh, I can try and put on a performance. I believe I can just finish anyone in the division.
The new featherweight contender, Alexander Volkanovski, 14 consecutive wins.
14 consecutive.
Good about this one tonight. Congratulations.
I pride myself on being the nice guy and I don't call people out, but I'm going to have to call someone out.
I'm a good guy. I've got pride in that, and I want these bad boys. I want these bullies. Bring them on.
UFC Boise, July 14th versus Darren Elkins.
He wears people's downs and breaks them, but you know, I don't break. I always train hard. I always train. Always prepare.
Hey, that
for
boy
war.
face looking.
I prepare for a 3-round war. I know I'm going to put on a performance, and I know people are going to expect me to be in these top ranks.
But at the end of the day, I'm taking out everyone. I'm winning every round, and I need one of these top dogs if they want to challenge me.
You wanted a top 10 guy, you wanted to fight in the States. You passed this test with flying colors. Who do you want next?
Let's see how Chad Mendes does. If he takes a win, let's headline Adelaide. Come back to my turf, Chad Mendes and me main event. Let's do it.
Alexander Volkanovski, ladies and gentlemen.
And you might say that these initial 5 victories in the UFC were dominant because the opposition were young fighters and journeymen. But dominant performances are kind of what you expect from future GOATs in their early fights.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You can't ask for more of a showcase for a proper mixed martial artist in their first UFC bouts than showcasing a complete skill set with their striking, wrestling, and submission skills that what Volkanovski was able to deliver. I mean, even the greats weren't doing as well this early in their UFC journey.
Except
in just
John
his second
Jones.
UFC fight, Khabib Nurmagomedov had already encountered a controversial victory over Gleison Tebow.
Where?
Demetrius Johnson's third and
Damn,
fourth
I ain't
UFC
know
fights
that.
were a loss to Dominic Cruz and a draw to Ian McCall.
Oh damn, I didn't. Well, I didn't know that about Demetrius. I didn't know that about Khabib though. I ain't.
In his third UFC fight, Georges St. Pierre was submitted by Matt Hughes. And by his fourth UFC fight, John Jones had already earned a DQ loss.
Nah, we ain't doing that with
12-6
John.
elbows to Matt Hamill.
John Jones doing some disgusting
And I know
shit to
there's
his
a lot of
opponents earlier.
context for each of those fights, but my point remains that Alexander Volkanovski was clearly taking a calculated route to the UFC championship, making very few errors inside or outside of the cage. He was doing almost too well, so to gauge his ceiling, why not put him against a man who only lost to UFC champions?
Who calls out Chad Mendes? You know, not many people call out Chad Mendes. I want people in front of me, that's it.
Up to this point, Chad Mendes had only suffered losses to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and Frankie Edgar.
Only lost to the greats, and then on the weekend there's going to be another great that he loses to.
And Volk was pretty confident he could join this elite group, improving himself in the division.
I just don't think his head's in the game like it used to be. I think I'm going to bring him into deep waters if it goes that long. In our styles, we're going to cancel a lot of things out, so I think I'm going to catch him because of that. So I believe I'm the pound for pound strongest guy in the UFC, and I'm going to show that Saturday night. You know, he's only lost to the greats of the sport. He's fought for the title a few times, but you know, this is my time, and I just can't wait to step in.
Chad Mendes is definitely a fucking Hall of
Volk's fight
Famer.
against Chad Mendes put him on the map for a lot of fans.
I'm expecting it to be fireworks, so you're going to see a lot more hands thrown, and expect a bang. You know, we're just both powerful. Expect us to stand up and bang, and you know, we both hit hard, so honestly, just purely because of our styles, I think I'm knocking him out. Big opportunity for me, and I'm going to capitalise, and you know, everyone will know who I am Saturday night.
But it was also a masterful performance, highlighting one of his most dangerous weapons, his feints.
Volkanovski's keeping Mendes thinking too with all these feints.
Chad Mendes looks good standing, but he doesn't look as comfortable standing.
Volkanovski's feints might be too subtle for the naked eye.
He looks less comfortable, and also he's responding to a lot of the feints of Volkanovski.
But in the first round, Volkanovski created an invisible pressure.
He's keeping the pressure heavy on Mendes, making Mendes think.
Overwhelming Chad Mendes and crippling him with something more dangerous than a strike, hesitation.
I could see him start to crumble as soon as I had my way with him, and it ended up going to plan.
Volkanovski was like a predator cornering its prey, but going into the second round, Chad pounced back.
He dropped him! Hold on!
Round, Chad pounced back.
It started with the right hand. Now we're going to see Mendes have contact.
Oh, he's got the back.
What about the explosion that took place?
But despite having less power than Mendes, Volkanovski had far more composure.
I went down and I come back up. I wasn't rocked and I just come straight back on him.
When you watch,
he's hurt. I was having fun there as well. I really was. So it's good to, a bit of adversity, but at the same time, I'm doing this for my family. You need to hit me.
He got back up and got right to it.
In the same round he faced tremendous adversity in, Volkanovski emerged on top.
Putting a lot of pressure on Mendes.
It's the body. That body shot was nasty.
Pressure on Mendes. Rip into the body.
Huge wow. A lot of respect. He's only lost to the greats, and now he just lost to another great. I'm one of the most well-rounded. I put it together better than anyone in division. I'm Max Holloway's worst nightmare.
Beating Mendes is a big deal. I have a lot of respect for that guy. He's been in some incredible fights.
I was underdog. A lot of people didn't think I could do it. I proved them wrong.
Beating him's a big deal. So he's in a very good position right now. And we'll see what happens.
I'll take Max on right now.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro.
If that doesn't happen, give me someone for the number one.
Y'all know how I feel
Max
about him.
Holloway wouldn't be his next fight. Volkanovski got the next best thing.
Aldo, you know what I mean? Jose Aldo, such a big fight, such a big name.
Jose Aldo would be Volkanovski's toughest test.
He's the number one contender right now. So you take him out. You're the guy. You're the guy. You're the one who's fighting for that title next, 100%.
The King of Rio was already a legendary and
King of
accomplished
Rio
featherweight champion.
Mate, this fight is huge. Fighting Aldo is already just for my career, just for me, it's such a big fight, fighting a legend of the sport.
Who by this point had only lost in the UFC to two men who became champion.
Aldo's still Aldo. He's still a very dangerous fighter, very explosive. He always was. He was even dangerous with Max. Like I always say in every fight, I prepare for the worst. So I'm preparing for a war. And I just think that, I think I'm just going to be too much for him come May 11th.
Meaning that for Volkanovski to beat Jose Aldo, he would have to be championship caliber.
My performance against Aldo to UFC 238.
Yeah, Joe Rogan said he looked like he feeling the pressure of this moment.
Mate, it was very high level.
For 3 straight rounds, Volkanovski outlanded a former champion 3-1.
No one has done that to Aldo. No one has really stumped him and really shut him down like I did.
Volkanovski is fighting a perfect fight right now, to be honest.
I can stand with the best of them. I can wrestle with the best of them. I can grapple with the best of them. And then again, I put it together better than anyone in the UFC, I believe.
And controlled him for nearly 5 minutes straight.
Volkanovski getting to the pressure now. He looks strong here too.
The way I blend all the disciplines together, I believe I do it better than anyone else. Bringing things to the table that he hasn't dealt with before.
But I think it was just a work rate that carried Alexander, not only in the middle of the octagon, but also against the side of the octagon whenever he would get into the clinch.
When I'm in front of you, putting that pace, it's going to be hard to pull the trigger. You're going to be worrying about what I'm doing, and then he's going to start going to my tempo.
A chess match if I'd ever seen one, and Volkanovski earned checkmate without even losing a pawn.
Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Damn.
17 consecutive wins, 7-0 in the UFC, none bigger than this one. You have conquered Jose Aldo. Overall thoughts on the fight tonight? My analysts, DC and Dom, felt like you fought the perfect fight.
Hey, I'm next in line, 100%. I'm the only one who's undefeated in the top 3 now. I should be ranked #1. Let's set it up.
Speaking of the title, I mean, I think your case is pretty rock solid at this point.
There was absolutely no question who Volkanovski was facing next.
Max Holloway.
Max Holloway. Max Holloway.
Max Blessed Holloway.
Greatest featherweight.
One of my goats.
Just a huge win for me. I want that title. I definitely, as you said, my claim's rock solid. I'm undefeated. You know what I mean? I just beat #1 contender. You know what I mean? So I'm the guy. I really am.
Max Holloway was coming off his 3rd title defense to Frankie Edgar.
At the end of the day, the Blessed Express is going around in a circle. We laugh at you, bro.
And at this point, the Blessed Express was an unstoppable train at featherweight.
Blessed Era, 10 Island, baby. What's up?
Max dominated the weight class, going undefeated in 14 fights over 6 years.
He's the baddest motherfucker. I think he's the best 145er ever.
And he actually finished the King of Rio to become champion.
If you think you're the best, come fight Bless.
And that's who Volkanovski had to dethrone? I mean, Khabib became champion over Ally Quinta. John Jones dethroned a declining Shogun Hua.
Don't do that. Yo, you gotta stop doing John. Just stop doing John Jones. Stop comparing to John Jones was doing people so dirty, bruh. Bro, he had Shogun tap out mid-fight. Tap out in the ring.
And Demetrius Johnson won the first flyweight tournament to get his belt. And I'm not trying to downplay these accomplishments. These fighters are all great. But out of the greats, it seems that only Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre are defending champions to earn their title reigns. That's as much of an obstacle as you can have in front of you.
You fight Max Holloway, who's trained at featherweight for a while. He's on an amazing win streak.
I can't wait. I can't wait to show the world why I'm one of the best in the world. One of the best mixed martial artists, not a 45er, one of the best fighters in the world.
Max is a great champion, you know what I mean? So I'm expecting him to be a tough fight.
He did what he had to do, 7-fight win streak, I think.
17 overall.
17 overall. If he had to fight for an interim, he'd do it. If he had to fight people under him, he'd do it. That's the same exact way I came up.
I believe I'm a tough matchup for him. Even 3 years ago, the fight I was 3 years ago, I think could give him problems.
Right.
Yeah? But now I'm just so much more evolved from then. I just believe that I'm more than the guy to do what I really am.
There's a lot of things that this guy presents.
I've always thought I was a bad matchup for him.
His power, his cardio, his strength, his wrestling. Dude is a striker too, so.
Again, he's going to put himself in positions where he thinks he can maybe get a hand ahead, but he's going to run into a brick wall.
And again, this is no disrespect to him. Like I know it's going to be competitive, but I just think I'm going to do enough every round.
I know I'm going to land some big shots and he's still going to come at me. He's got his punching in volume, his gas tank and all these sort of things.
It was them fucking leg kicks, man.
To me, he'll realise that it's not going to work with me pretty early in that fight.
I'm already a dangerous fighter, and the fact that I won't slow down.
He's going to put himself in positions where, he needs to try and break me, right? He needs to work his game. I am not going to break, and he knows I won't break.
That's something that he really needs to worry about. That's a nightmare for him.
Man, I know I've said it. I'm the man for the job, and I really do believe that. And I get to show the world that.
And with him saying that he's the one that's going to do this, that, you need that confidence. I want to fight a confident guy.
Even if you beat Max Holloway, there's still a lot of ground to cover before you become the champion that he is.
I end up looking at a pro's picks. Not one of them picked me. Not one. But I use that as motivation. There's going to be doubters again. I'll prove them wrong, and I'll just keep doing what I do until everyone knows that I'm the best.
Little did we know how right Volkanovski was.
Volkanovski's throwing big, heavy hands. Again, hard low kicks too.
Holloway has got to check these kicks. I mean, to this point, Volkanovski's fighting a great fight.
It was a tightly contested fight.
Holloway's trying to touch him. Volkanovski's trying to smash him early.
That's one of the things that Holloway does. He walks you down, he touches you, touches you, touches you. And as the fight goes long and you start to fatigue is when he really starts to put more on his strikes.
Volkanovski's distance management is outstanding.
They have studied Max
Fucking
Holloway's
leg
game
kicks.
very well.
Volkanovski has unbelievable cardio, man, and he's showing it right now.
Really impressive cardio here, folks.
I mean, this Volkanovski.
Well, my man Max hit him like almost 500 times.
Movement and setting traps for Holloway.
He is keeping up and matching the pace of Max Holloway, something we have not seen people do very often.
This is probably the most
I still think Max won this fight.
his leg.
Very effective in attacking that lower body inside and out.
I can't remember a fight where his leg has been attacked this much. The whole leg is getting chewed up.
This kid's got a championship level mindset, man.
Volk picked apart Holloway from all different angles.
Nice level.
Picked apart.
Volkanovski picking his spots beautifully here.
Max Holloway's left leg is toast.
Pretty good 1-2 from Volkanovski.
This Volkanovski is a fantastic fighter, man.
Volkanovski didn't destroy Holloway.
Beautiful jab.
No, bro.
Beautiful knee to the body by the champion.
Max had more significant strikes landed.
He came at a sitting champion aggressively
Bro,
and mixed his skill set so well that he just couldn't be denied.
What a fight. What a fight.
Couldn't be denied. Get the fuck.
Australia, look at this. I'm bringing it back home,
Stupid.
baby.
I'm only 28. I'm only getting better. I'll be back, boys.
I'm telling you, I'm going to stay champion for a long time.
You deserve it. You are the new undisputed
Let me know who y'all think won that first fight. I ain't rolling.
featherweight champion of the world.
Oh.
Alexander Volkanovski.
We have a new champion. His name is Alexander Volkanovski.
Who just dethroned Max Holloway,
Respect,
who
though.
are now the world champion,
Respect.
UFC featherweight king.
For Volkanovski to come in and beat Max Holloway,
I said I was the guy to do it.
He has won 18 in a row.
big deal. It's a big deal to do that.
Again, he's a great champion. You know, obviously it was never going to be an easy fight.
Only 3 opinions matter tonight, and it didn't go my way.
The blessed era ends tonight. in the featherweight division.
And now Volkanovski could put Max Holloway in his rear view mirror and begin a prosperous title reign, right?
This is a situation that warrants an immediate rematch, don't you think?
Rematch, Australia.
Do I have to beat him to prove that I'm a better fighter? I think like we had 5 rounds to do it, and I'm pretty sure I won it pretty clearly.
Why not? Why not do the rematch and do it in Australia?
Most people thought I won every round. One of the judges did.
I just don't see anyone out there that sticks out other than Max.
I'll be ready for it, and he does deserve it, and you know, that'll make for a big fight.
So maybe we do that rematch in Australia.
The rematch between these two was inevitable.
I'm a little upset. I feel a little disrespected how things have been. I think he's showing a side of himself that I haven't seen before, and I don't think it suits him very well.
You said he's acting like a challenger. What did you mean exactly by that?
He can say whatever he wants. I'm the champ. I got the belt. I beat him.
How is he talking?
Nah, I ain't rolling.
Talking like a challenger.
Sounds a bit salty. Sounds a bit.
You lost that first fight.
I guess losing's hard, but I mean, I just didn't think he would take it that way.
At the end of the day, I feel like he attacking me, called me out to fight.
I'm a champion chasing the contenders.
That's something a challenger does, doesn't it? I don't know.
I still feel like a challenger in a way. That's just how I look at it. That's how I keep myself motivated.
So what was it that ultimately made it an immediate rematch for a fight that you won pretty handily?
He did not win that shit pretty handily, bro.
I told myself, you know what, I want this. I think this is the biggest fight for me. He thought he won the fight, biased commentary. He's playing it off like he won that fight. That means I don't think he's going to make the right adjustments. I believe I won pretty much every exchange we did. I don't think he can change too much, but he's going to have to go a lot more. The blessed era has ended in the featherweight division. I'm going to prove that this weekend. I've got something to prove, so this is going to be fireworks. I'm motivated, and I'm going to put him away. And if he's going to keep acting the way he is, he's just going to make it feel even better once my hand gets raised.
But would the second fight play out any differently? Yeah.
So Holloway has Volkanovski on his heels at times here early.
Yeah, he's certainly got a big lead. Oh, look, that's an amazing combination. Holloway looks so sharp tonight, reacting perfectly. Good round for Max Holloway, just seems to have a perfect answer.
Volkanovski was just one beat behind Max Holloway this fight.
Oh, look at that. Max is just laser focused.
Holloway has had the edge in all 3 rounds.
If Volkanovski's to win this fight, he needs a finish.
It wasn't a wash, it was just a very, very close fight.
Volkanovski doubles up on the inside.
You want to watch this Rico fight, man? They be cheating Max Holloway, man.
Reading things pretty well defensively.
I'd be lying if I didn't say Holloway's almost up 3 rounds here. Yeah, Max is holding the center of the octagon the whole time, and he's hurting Volkanovski with frequency. Oh man, he's down again.
Drop doing every. Come on, bro.
On like this, we got Anu on our hands.
Admittedly, Volkanovski came on strong in the later rounds.
A left hook lands for Volkanovski. Look at that.
It was already 3-0.
Nice right hand from Volkanovski a moment ago.
Got caught with a big one there.
And a late takedown for Volkanovski.
And that may have just been what kept his belt in Australia.
And still.
That shit so crazy.
You know, like I said, no one can outdo me in there, and nothing but respect to Max.
Does this give you the closure in the series that you would like?
Happy with the win, you know, to beat Max back to back.
Bullshit.
That's saying something. I'm happy to finish the chapter.
That shit.
Volkanovski certainly dealt with a lot of doubt and controversy surrounding his victory.
Were you scoring that one along, and did you have Volkanovski winning? Did you have Holloway? What'd you think?
Listen, man, you can't leave it. You can't leave it to these guys. We got some bad judging.
All you did was fight and do your thing, and now you're being, called all kinds of names.
Again, I feel like I could have done a lot better, but I'm still.
You lost, nigga, twice.
Not only is the best fighter in the world not the champion, the best fighter in the world doesn't even have a road to become the champion, and I do think that is a little bit of an injustice for what my eyes showed me tonight.
Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. I was a little upset. Thought Max did enough.
I scored a 3 rounds to do for Max Holloway. I thought this was ultimate vindication for him.
I thought Max Holloway looked great. I'm disappointed that he didn't get the win.
People, feeling like Max was robbed, etc.
I want to say Rob. He got jobbed because he definitely won that fight.
A lot of people were unhappy with the decision.
That was very hard to do on Volkanovski's part, even though I think that should have been Max Holloway's night.
I think it's 84% of the BT Sport audience believe that Max Holloway should have had his hand raised.
Did anybody in here score for Volkanovski? Anybody have it for Volkanovski?
Nah.
Nobody in the media? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
And it was bound to happen at some
it's like, bro, what can you do about it though? And then you lose again. It's like it's like, bro, did I actually lose 3 times or did the judge fuck me out? It's like, bro, and then your career is like, bro, I never beat this guy. Did I not know?
Controversial
Like,
title defense is almost a prerequisite for greatness.
I feel bad for
Many of
Max.
our greatest champions have retained their titles when they probably shouldn't have.
Does anybody
Yeah,
here think that
that's
Johnny
true,
Hendricks
too.
won the fight? I'm blown away that George St. Pierre won that fight. And
That's
listen,
true,
I'm a
too.
promoter. He's the biggest pay-per-view star on the planet for me, and I still don't think he won that fight. Going into the last round, I had Dominic Reyes 3-1.
Dominic Reyes was piecing John up.
That the fix is in, and how can this happen, Dad? Reyes won that fight. I've been hearing this all night. John Jones won the fight. It was a draw. Reyes won the fight. It's all over the map, and it doesn't matter. We're not judges.
And despite the fact that most media members and fans,
That is
including
true.
myself, felt that Max Holloway should have won, they already fought twice, and both the UFC and the division had to move on to a brand new chapter. Bald Volkanovski.
Bald Volk.
I told you that.
Now, we didn't immediately get Bald Volk. In between, we got to witness Volk's rivalry to Brian Ortega on The Ultimate Fighter. We were too distracted by their feud to fully appreciate what was happening.
Apologies for Ortega making us all wait.
You're on my time.
On your time, huh?
Yep.
Oh, the man, all right.
Volk was given a fresh opportunity to breathe and develop his legacy outside his battles to Max Holloway.
You know, we're having our words. He's like, you know, I don't get in that. If you want to say to my face, I'll fight you in an elevator. And I told him, I go, mate, I'll fight you in an elevator too. We've all grew up fighting our whole lives. Don't think that for 1 minute I wouldn't fight you in the streets as well. You ain't the only one. I don't even believe half the stories you're telling the world anyway. Everywhere out of my mouth annoys me now. I can't wait to punch put some hands on him, man. What upsets me the most is I'm professional and he's unprofessional. He ain't doing what I'm doing, I guarantee you. I put the hard yards in my whole life. I've worked my ass off from day one.
You can tell Brian Ortega
shortcuts,
crazy as fuck.
especially in this career. That's how I got this belt. I see weakness. I seen it while we were even in the Ultimate Fighter. He half-assed it, turns up training late. You know what I mean? You name it. I just see weakness. You know what I mean? Unprofessional. He puts on a front, acts like he's all chill and, you know, all that type of shit. I see through the bullshit, to be honest.
I like Volk. He going against anybody else except Max.
It's not professional and I ain't about that shit. He deserves to be here, I'll give him that. But he ain't taking the belt. He's still got the puncher's chance or that submission chance. So, again, I'm going to give him credit where credit's due, but that's all I think he has on me.
Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but I want to talk about the hair. It looks good.
They have it nice and shiny and slippery on the day. But, you know, I'm pretty hard to get into a guillotine anyway. But if we do get there, we're already prepared and just going to pop it out and then punch his head for the canvas.
Bald Volkanovski was his final form, his fresh persona rising from the ashes in a need to become something different, something better.
Hanson Bird!
Big right hand there from the champ. That right hand cut Ortega over his left eye.
The first 2 rounds of this fight are a classic Volkanovski championship performance.
Nice stick there.
And that's the fight he had him in a headlock and he got out of it. That shit was crazy. Adding in a guillotine.
Oh, it's a big right hander, so it appeared from the champ.
I think that right
It's a
hand
good
hurt
fight.
a little bit, John. Beautiful combo there from Volkanovski.
Anytime Volkanovski flinches, Ortega needs to step in and throw something.
But there is one moment we will never forget.
Oh yeah, he calling it. Oh yeah, he about to single. I thought he was about to go sleep.
Chin down. Chin down.
You talk about just how tight.
Chin down, Volk!
When he dove on that guillotine choke, I was like, I wish people could see how beautiful that is the way I see it.
It was, I'm about to lose a belt deep.
I was on top celebrating, I'll be honest with you.
The way he slipped it in and got
Yeah,
mounted on the
crazy.
world champion.
I had him in that guillotine and I was just like, I'm about to be a world champ.
This sequence of adversity
That's
for
crazy.
Volkanovski might seem like a point of weakness.
I was deep. That was as deep as it can get.
That kind of guillotine with a guy like that is death.
But the beauty of these moments is not the mistake of the champion. It is
Yeah.
the inability to accept failure when it is so easy.
That line hit so different. That line
These
hit
moments is not the mistake of the champion. It is their inability to accept failure when it is so easy.
For now, Volkanovski is out. 99.99% of the people who have ever lived would have tapped out.
How the f did this man get out of that choke?
Just opened a little bit of space. I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then got my
Damn.
chin out and then it was all good.
Volkanovski didn't just rally back from a near
That's
loss.
crazy.
Yeah.
Full guillotine mount, our world champion, and that crazy motherfucker from Australia got out.
And then it was like, oh, he's on top now. I was like, okay, he's pissed.
He beat the brakes off Ortega the remainder of the fight to leave no doubt who won.
I'm a normal human being. I've said it time and time again. Just hard work got to me where I am. Anyone can do what I've done. Anyone. Sky's the limit for any of you.
You are the featherweight champion of the world. Is it finally time for people to put some respect on your name, Alexander?
About time.
Respect?
100%.
Well, y'all should have been respecting me.
Everyone that's backed me, everyone that's helped me, I did that for you, thank you. All them doubters, I'm going to keep proving you wrong time and time again. Bring it.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
And however impressive his win over Ortega was, Volk's 2 title defenses in 2022 would be even more shocking.
It's a new face. It's, well, not really a new face.
Zombie as an opponent, when you look at him and you compare him to, you know, Ortega and Max Holloway as a challenge, you know, what can you say about him?
He's been around for a long time. He's been at the top of the division for a long time.
He just so like,
he's the type
I don't
of guy
know,
who
Zombie.
give one. You know what I mean? He'll try and catch you coming in. He'll definitely eat it and try and catch
He
you coming in.
fight like a zombie, like he's slow like
you come in and approach that.
The Korean Zombie had a respectable UFC
knocked shit out,
career
bro.
up to this point.
Y'all want a Korean Zombie reaction, man? Let me know in the comments, man.
I'm happy for him that he got a title shot. He's probably going to be his last title shot.
He's always been a really entertaining fighter, but I think people have kind of slept on him being like, he's really good.
He was a feared, ferocious, and experienced presence in the octagon.
I got a lot of Korean Zombie though?
As a fighter, and he is dangerous, but at the same time on a whole nother level. Where I'm at right now, I can't see myself being beaten. He's going to be making some bad decisions in there, I believe, and I'm going to capitalize. That's why I feel like this is going to be a fun fight and going to be a really good showing for me.
This might be his final chance at a title shot, so it's his time.
If I have to grab him, throw him to the floor, get a submission, punch his face through the canvas, whatever it is, that's what I believe will happen. I won't be happy if I don't, just purely because I expect that from myself.
We're going to war, and you're going to see greatness. Let's go!
But as always, Volkanovski was a tall order. The Zombie seemed to have no answers for Volkanovski.
Zombie's in a world of pain right now, man. He's been getting hit with every shot Volkanovski is throwing.
Zombie seems a step behind right now.
2 more big shots.
Oh, goodness. Beautiful right hand.
He's picking these shots and he's landing.
The champion was so clearly levels above the challenger, picking him apart and building momentum to what seemed inevitable.
That's it. That'll do it. And still the best featherweight in the world. Make it 21 in a row for Alexander the Great.
Clearly one of your greatest performances ever. I mean, dominant from start to finish.
He couldn't look better than he looked tonight. He looked incredible.
You look just unbeatable out there. 21 wins in a row.
I think tonight he came out and made a statement, you know what I mean, that I'm the baddest dude in this division of the world.
I don't think anyone's ever done that to Zombie. Not like that.
He made the Zombie look like he didn't even belong there. Fight probably could have been stopped the round before it did.
What comes next? Because it just seems like it's so difficult to put a cap on where you can succeed and who you can succeed against.
Bald Volkanovski slayed the Zombie, but the ghost of his past still haunted him.
Max,
A fresh Max Holloway.
A fresh Max Holloway. A fresh Max Holloway. Because other than that, like, I can't see any of these other guys in the division giving him a competition. He owes it to Max Holloway to say, listen, I am the greatest featherweight of all time. I got to beat you convincingly in order to prove
I like that. That's a great point.
Everyone wants to see it anyway. Everyone's pumped up for it, the trilogy.
It's the champ versus the former champ for the 3rd time.
I know this is still the biggest fight we could
Volk
do.
got that.
And I know what position
He
puts
got
me
that.
after this. So that's why we're doing it again.
We're still not 100% sure who the best guy at that weight class is.
Oh, you guys, damage this, damage that. I'm known for taking damage, and he's known for not giving it, so let's get it.
Hold on.
We're going to see Saturday night, right? That's the beauty of it. That's why you can't spar anymore, because you're punching the head too much. He's going to run into some heavy shots if he comes at me. Where I'm at, and and my confidence, I believe I am going to dominate it. Bald Volk, as I said, like, he's a whole different beast, you know what I mean? And he hasn't faced Bald Volk yet. I'm going to be unbeatable Saturday night, and people are going to see it.
Rivalries and rematches are nothing new for our greatest champions. But what separates some of the greats from the absolute god tier is how they performed across their rivals in the final match.
Max is having a hard time with the timing.
Bomb! Yeah, he got Max. Yeah, he got him.
Unlike their first 2 outings, Volkanovski was always way ahead of Max.
The guy's landing at an absurd rate tonight.
The big shots so far have been landed by the champion.
Nice combination by the champ.
It felt like Volkanovski was in a light spar and Max Holloway was in a fight for his life.
He has made Max miss 68% of the time unofficially.
I just think that Volkanovski looks better.
Every round, Volkanovski outstruck, outworked, outmaneuvered, and outperformed one of the best fighters to ever compete in the weight class.
And tonight, he's on another level.
He will go up 3-0 if Max Holloway does not finish him here, and he will have done it in a way that there will be no more questions.
And by the end, it was a shutout.
And still
It should be 1-2.
Volkanovski was so
Max.
dominant in his last 3 performances that one division didn't seem like enough for him.
I don't think this division itself can keep me busy. I want to move up, go for double champ, and I'll keep 2 divisions busy.
Now is our plan. Fly all the way to Australia and fight.
Alpha Pound King's backyard. I love Khabib. I hate him at the same time because of Conor, but I love him at the same time. I love Khabib.
Is there anything you want to say?
I want to smash his face. Bring your chicken.
I didn't see this short guy. Bring it here.
The lightweight on the line, pound for pound, #1 on the line. Let's do it.
This was certainly a super fight for the ages.
Volkanovski versus Islam is so fascinating. I think that's the fight I wanted to see.
It is a challenge. I am moving up. This isn't a fight where I can just come in and, we'll see what happens. I need to be on my game. To take the belt off him, it's going to be an incredible feat. So I hope people realize what I'm trying to do, and when I do it, I can't wait. Do I believe he is as good as a #1 pound for pound? Yeah. Or #2 pound for pound? Yeah, for sure. Supposedly he doesn't really respect me as an opponent. He's thinking I'm going to be easy. He says he's well-rounded. We'll see how good his stand-up is.
He might be comfortable because he thinks I'm going to be easy to take down. I'm going to hold him down and all that. So I think he might be a little bit comfortable at the start. But what about if he doesn't?
I'm in a good position right now, but I'm chasing to be one of the greatest, all the greatest. You know what I mean? Again, that's not going to be up to me to decide, but that's where I want to be.
Volk had accomplished so much, and Islam Makhachev was supposed to be the second coming of Khabib.
He said you're too small. He said you're not powerful enough.
I meet Volkanovski in the downstairs. He's a short guy.
This guy is so small. I'm gonna stop this guy.
He thinks that the power and strength's going to be an issue. I don't think that's an issue at all.
I think he's big enough to compete against a guy like Islam, who's a really big 55.
That's a great question.
Yeah, man, he'll be surprised by my power, my strength. Again, if he thinks I'm just going to be some weak little featherweight, then he's going to be for a rude shock. We see tomorrow. So I'll show you what short people can do.
Well, Australia don't have rest. That's why I think it.
He's pushing narrative that there's no...
Bro, Australia don't have wrestling, bro. You don't have
wrestling in Australia. Coming to my country and say we don't have wrestling? Yeah,
that's funny though.
I love people down to me. I prove them wrong all the time, and I plan on doing that on Sunday. Let him think he's invincible. Let him push that narrative. Say these guys are unstoppable, because that just makes my victory even bigger. So I'm gonna ride with that narrative and just show you what I can do and shock the world.
Alex is good. Alex is good everywhere, but I am the different. I have different style.
And this is why I just feel like it's going to be too much work for Alexander.
I just have a weird feeling Alexander might pull it off.
The bigger question, how good is Islam?
I think Islam has better chances to win, honestly, but I don't count Alexander Volkanovski out of the fight.
Tomorrow there's going to be a big moment, and we get to do it here in Australia. Tomorrow we put it all on the line, but tomorrow I'm coming for everything. Let's go!
But what was an undersized and white...
Hey, let me know who y'all think won this fight, though.
He dismissed Volkanovski, going to do to the monster
Give
from
me
Dagestan. Volkanovski took it to Islam on the feet.
Yeah.
He stuffed most of Islam's takedown attempts.
And was grinding and pounding him at the end of the fight. What?
He negated Islam's ground attacks.
Volk doing a great job defending the job. Essentially feels unchokeable given the way he was able to escape.
He outlanded him in 3 out of 5 rounds and in the fight as a whole. And the end of the 5th round was a sight to behold.
Biggest moment of the fight. He lost the ground and pound here.
But it was Makhachev's aggressive control time paired with a beautiful striking display that
Get
edged
the fuck,
Volkanovski away from double champion.
That was crazy.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's insane. What? That's insane.
You like or you don't like, I am best fighter in the world right now. Thank you.
But although Volkanovski lost the fight, there was a moral victory here.
This is so short and hard opponent. Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Volk, that was an incredible fight. That was the toughest fight of his career.
Nothing wrong with challenging yourselves. I'm a better fighter because of this. The featherweights, you better watch out, because you challenge yourself like this, it only makes you stronger.
When it went to the scorecards, were you confident you were the winner?
No.
You said that you won all the other rounds. Did you feel like that right away in the moment, or when the fight was over, were you nervous a little bit?
Honestly, I feel I'm not lose for sure like 3 rounds.
Set the result aside completely. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
Could have done better. You know, I know I could have done better.
I know it's not gonna be easy fight, but
I beat him unanimous decision. It was good experience for me.
A lot of people, obviously were, doubting me, didn't think it was even going to be close, and nevertheless, a lot of people are, proud of what happened there because they expected
Volk
me
is
to
definitely a
not do
G
so
for
well.
life.
But for me, I expected to win, so I'm hard on myself.
I never fight 5 rounds. That's why it's good experience.
Some of the rounds that you each won were very decisive, right? You in the 5, him in the 4 when he got the body triangle. But then the other rounds, man, I mean, they're just very close.
Doesn't matter how I won today, and now I'm not just champion. I'm best fighter in the world, and
Hell no, nigga.
I'm very happy.
Obviously, I knew it was
You're
close,
not.
but obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if I got my hand raised as well.
The MMA community recognized that he did what most lightweights or featherweights hadn't done to that point. And because of that, his stock rose higher and he maintained his #1 pound-for-pound ranking over Makhachev.
The rankings committee came out with the rankings 48 hours later, just on schedule, and they kept Volkanovski #1.
If any other lightweight on the roster was standing across
I'd
Volkanovski
have
that
been
night, it's hard to
mad.
deny that he would have walked away with that belt. Such a high-profile loss might have damaged the mindset of a lot of champions, especially
Give me
when
Conor.
a new and present danger was looming around the corner. But as we already know, Volkanovski's mind is an impenetrable chamber, compelling his body to make even good fighters seem like they don't belong.
He beat the brakes off Buddy.
No one can actually beat me. I don't believe anyone can beat me.
The debate is starting whether you're the greatest featherweight ever.
Is Alexander Volkanovski now the featherweight GOAT?
Give me Conor.
No, I'm not going to claim that yet.
Volkanovski's the GOAT right now.
He's definitely the featherweight GOAT.
He is the featherweight GOAT in my eyes.
The GOAT of 145 pounds is Volkanovski.
I'm going to go out and do my thing. People want to claim it for me, all good, but I still got some work to do.
Look, I know I said Volkanovski is better than every UFC champion, but that comes with an asterisk. He is certainly better than almost every champion that has held a title during his championship reign. But even as I looked back at our greatest historical champions that may have more defenses and more accomplishments, you can't deny the parallels between Volk's unfinished...
Nah, for sure. I'm not trolling. I'm gonna be for real. Volk is definitely one of them. I'm just a Conor fan. Conor is not the best featherweight of all time. It's probably Volk or Max. I'll probably take Max just because I think Max won 2 of them fights. That's just me though. I said, let me know who y'all think the greatest featherweight of all time though, man. But stop playing with Conor, man. Y'all gotta start disrespecting Conor, bro. Hey man, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Look out.